Hello, and thanks for signing up for our course. Every one of us personalizes our phones in certain ways. So for example, some of us change the text size on our phone so we can read it better. Some of us use alarms or timers in different ways. But what we all do is we personalize our devices so that they work just a little bit better for us. So that things like our calendar is just a little bit more efficient so that our daily lives are a little bit easier. Purpose of this course is to walk you through a process that you would consider doing with your students to personalize their devices as well. We intentionally called this personalize your iPad because we wanted to leave out the word accessibility for right now. So many times people reserve the term accessibility for those with learning disabilities, when in all actuality, accessibility features are for people of all abilities. So what we're going to do is, again, walk you through a process where you are going to use different accessibility features or just organizational features that allow you to personalize your iPad to make it work better for you. So here's how we set this course up. We wanted it to be set up in a way that first, you're going to go through it as the student setting up your iPad. But when you get back to school in September, we also wanted it to be transferable to your students. So it's something that you'll be able to do with your students so they can personalize their iPad when they get back to school. And so the first three sections of this are setting up different features of your iPad. So first is just the home screen, setting up folders, putting apps on the home screen, apps in the dock, and then also setting up widgets that show up on the left-hand side of your home screen. Then we move to assistive touch, which is a tool that's built in that allows for folks with dexterity issues like double tapping or scrolling. If those are issues, and assistive touch can do those in a much easier way. And then finally, setting up the accessibility features. So you want your text bigger, speech to text, text to speech, things like that, setting all those things up. And then in the fourth assignment is where you actually start to use the tools. You're going to pretend that you're a student and you are dictating or using speech to text to write a story from your childhood. And so you're just going to dictate in the Notes app a story from your childhood. You're also going to use some of those features that we set up in the third assignment to proofread. So you're going to use text to speech to proofread. And you're also going to use an app called Voice Memos to do some proofreading. And then in the fifth assignment, what we do is we pretend that you're still the student and you're reading an article about how to write a better story. So you've done your story, you're now reading an article to make your final adjustments. We don't really make you make those final adjustments to story, but while reading the article, you're going to use tools like Reader View that gets rid of distractions on a web page. You're going to use the markup screenshot and markup tools so you can actually edit the web page by turning it into a PDF. So you can highlight and take notes. And then finally, we're going to ask you to save that PDF into the Files app, which is the iPad's folder system. And so that last personalization piece is you're going to organize your Files app so your folders are set up how you want, or how you want your kids to set them up when they come in September. So that is how we're going to do the personalization piece. So the first three are the setup, and the second two are actually using the tools that you set up as if you were the student. Hope you enjoy. Thanks a lot.